if you didn't already know, I'm a huge Eric Johnson fan, and I caught this little clip that came up on Instagram from Saucer Studios. This was from like an album launch, and he was showing a bunch of stuff. So it's really great playing in this clip. And I noticed some stuff that he was doing, and I thought, I really want to break that down. So that's what this video is. Patreon will be the place to get the tab for it, as well as the backing track that I was playing in the intro there. Now, channel is supported by TrueFire. TrueFire is an online library of lessons from some of my favourite players. There's thousands of lessons on there. You can use the promo code JNC40 to get 40% off of any of their courses. First of all, I wanted to show you this. If you like this sort of video and want to see me doing more of it, do feel free to leave a comment. I'm not sure that this is the sort of video that is going to do hugely well, but hopefully some of you guys can get something out of it so that it's worthwhile. So we're kind of thinking about E as our tonal center for most of this. And what we're going to be looking at first of all is this little bit here. So we start on the 12th fret on the E, 14th fret, F sharp, A to the B, and here 14th fret, 16th fret, and then roll under. He does this kind of weird thing here. So there's two parts to what's going on here. This is obviously a B spread triad. But instead of going middle, ring, he's going ring, middle. And that's how he finishes his line. Hybrid pick as well. He does this twice in this video. Okay, we could do this as obviously it's ending with a B triad. In some other places, so where you look in your major scale and see a B triad, we could use that arpeggio shape. So that was one that was new to me. Obviously I've heard that in his playing before, but I've not noticed that he's doing kind of the reverse fingering that you might expect, as well as the hybrid pick. That's one little thing, so just again slowly. Other places that I might use it, we could do like the minor version of it there on the F sharp. We got any others? And a little modification there. So A, B, slide to the E. You're kind of wanting to slide into a major triad or a minor triad. That might work. So that's one thing that I noticed him doing. The other thing was this. So he starts down here and he's doing first of all so we've got an A major 7 arpeggio here, starting on the 5th fret, then we get the 3rd on the A string, on the 4th fret, then we jump all the way to the B string for our 5th, and then a 3rd again in the top. The way he fingers it, I think, was middle finger, pointer, ring, middle. And then he did the same thing, starting from a D, and that kind of gives this, which gives you like a sort of this kind of sound. So D, F sharp, to like a C sharp, 10th fret, 9th fret, and then he goes up to G major 7, then an A major 7, so just moving that basic idea around. Kind of like an A Lydian sound for quite a bit of that. Then this one takes us to a minor sound. Then you've got those 2 major 7s. Kind of a familiar sound, but that was another thing that he was doing. I thought had a really recognisable kind of Eric Johnson flavour to it, and so that's another little Ericism. So we're spreading our 3rds onto the A string, so root on the E, 3rd on the A, 5th on the B string, and the 7 on the E. So we could take that through the major scale, and it would sound like this if we were doing it in A major, I guess, for this one. B minor, C sharp minor, D major 7, E, F sharp minor 7, So that's another really interesting way to play some arpeggios. We're dealing just there with the E and the B and the E string. E, A, B, E. So you get those 4 strings being utilised. And really difficult for me to visualise this at the moment. This is really brand new to me. I'm always wanting here to be thinking about my arpeggio going like this instead of so you're going to be falling from your root down to your third. Two kind of interesting arpeggio kind of secrets of Eric Johnson. Brand new for me personally. Obviously I've seen Eric Johnson doing this sort of thing all the time, never really figured out exactly what he was doing. I hope this is vaguely interesting to you as well. I would just take the ideas and figure out your major and your minor shapes of it. So for the triad part, that's your minor variant, and that's your major. And the way I'm visualizing it is kind of figuring whether my kind of ending notes are going to be these triads. And then for the other one, the way I'm visualizing it is sort of like a G major. Right? Whoops, that's not right, is it? And don't forget that your third is going to be below rather than above. Really cool sounding stuff, I think. As I say, Patreon will be the place to get the tab as well as that intro, but I hope this was kind of vaguely interesting. Leave a comment if you've got anything out of this. There's also a buy me a coffee link in case you really want to show some crazy kind of gratitude. Don't feel obliged to do that at all, but I just wanted to delve into this because obviously I do like a lesson every single Monday, but if I see something inspiring like this, I also want to kind of just show you what I'm working on because it might be interesting to you too. Cheers for stopping by. Some Eric Johnson spread triad kind of secrets that I hadn't really noticed up until this point. Cheers.